Okay, so these, because there's two of them here laying, is the Maritime Fancier directory. They are published by Trevor McDonald of Murry River of PEI. This is 2020's copy. This is 2021's. I've not got a copy for 2022. If you want to be in this directory, if you're a purebred breeder, you just get a hold of him before he publishes it out in the spring of every year, and you can get into this book. Now, every year there's a different photo on the cover. 2020 is what's pigeon. My books are a little worn out, a little tattered. Look at them a lot. Publisher's comment, last year's was the 39th annual edition. The recognition, each year the directory recognizes someone of the Maritime Fanciers. And last year it was George Noss of Pleasant Valley, Nova Scotia. He's been a long time supporter. So in this book there's different information. This here would have been an advertisement for the 45th annual Nova Scotia Fall Classic, October 23rd and 24th. And that would have been held in Truro. But in this book, when you're going through it, it'll go different breeds. It'll say standards, Plymouth Rocks. This here list here is all the different names of the people who have them. And across from their name, David Chamberlain. He's a really nice fella. I've dealt with him on different breeds. Now his variety is the Bard. Daniel Fillmore, variety is silver penciled. I'm not sure which one it was. I bought from, drove all the way up. I bought the eggs. I didn't have them shipped. I drove all the way to the top of Cape Breton for them, up in Sydney. Can't remember which guy it was. Rhode Island Reds, same thing. This is the standard breed. David Chamberlain again, he has the single comb. They all have the single combs. The Wyandottes, the Chanticleers. Two people listed have the whites, and one person has the Partridges. Then there's the Dominics, the Brahmas, the Cochins, the Langshans. Advertisement for Black Iron Poultry. Breeders and exhibitors. That would have been done in PEI. Got the Australops, the Cornish, the Orpians, the Sussex. List goes on. Now, as you can see, if you're seeing when I'm doing this, Japanese gives you a name. Bob Miller, for example, he's a popular guy. Quite a few people in the Maritimes know him. He has the varieties of the black-tailed whites, the brown reds, and the grays. If you notice, there is not giving no information besides the person's name and the variety. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Phoenix, Hamburgs, Rhode Island Reds, Rose Combs. It must be into the Bantams. Wyandottes. I do believe this is the Bantams, because now we're starting over. This here's the Ducks, the Bruins, the Pekins, the Muscovies. Some more advertisements. Duck Whisperer, Welsh Harlequins, the Calls. Hear that? That's another chick hatching in the incubator. Geese, Africans, Ebnins, Toulouse, the Bups, the Pilgrims, the Spaspools. All different kind of geese. Turkeys, Beltsville Whites, Wilds. Got pigeon breeders of all different ones there. More of those. German owls, magpies, tumblers, racing homers. Then we have pheasant breeders. But it's the same thing. The red goldens gives the name over here. Gives the name of the red goldens. They all are doing the same breed, so there's nothing listed. others, guineas, hedgehogs, Lenny's, partridge, peafowls. My lighting is not good, sorry about the shadowing. Rabbits, cavies. Now, when we get to the back of the book, now we're in the email section. So, let's just see if we can Nobody listed there that I mentioned. So you just go with the name, Terry Benister, and then it gives his email directly across from it. These are all different poultry breeders that's listed through the book. So when you're looking up a breed, then you just come to the back of the book, find their name, find their email. Up here, Trevor McDonald's listed because he's also a breeder, gives his email. Then you can go here and you keep going further. Thought I missed a page. Now we have address information. Area code for PEI Nova Scotia 902. They didn't update the new number because there's also a new area code. I think they forgot that part. And area code for New Brunswick. And now down in this section here, it gives literally the person's name and their full address and also their phone numbers. So you can just call them up directly, talk to them about the breed that they have. They're more than happy to answer any of your questions. If you see a breed in the book that you're interested in, and say you live in Ontario, you can go ahead and ask them, hey, I'm out here, I got the directory, would you be willing to ship the eggs out to me? Most of the times, most of these people in this book will say yes. Oh, somewhere's in here is I'm looking for it. I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. Found it. I was looking right at it. Trevor McDonald. See if my camera will go into this. It's not. But his contact is Trevor McDonald at P.O. Box 31, Murry River, PEI, C0A1W0. And his phone number is 962-3301, and you can get a hold of him to get this book. And like I said, the way he works is you just send him with his email address, you send him a money transfer, and he will ship you a book. Just give him a call, say you're interested in this book. You can find his phone number listed in a whole whack of different places. But there's lots of good advertisements in these as well. There's different shows and all that. This is a previous copy of 2020. But I keep my copies, or at least I try, because sometimes everybody don't put their names in year after year. Sometimes they'll skip a year, because it does cost to put your information in here. That's how he pays for the making of this book. So sometimes they'll omit a year. So I like to keep a couple years running of the books on the account of, okay, I'm looking for this breed. I know it was in here last year. I know there was someone closer to me than what's in here being shown. But it's the same thing. Get the pheasants. You got pigeons. You got the turkeys. Wayne Harris has the Beltsville Small Whites. But this is a really good directory if you're into raising purebred fowl of any kind. Especially if you live in any of the Maritime provinces. But, thank you for watching. Have a good day, a good night, wherever you may be.